So, you might be wondering, what the hell are we doing? The Eradiate remake is, in short, a remake based on the original alternate future of Europe made by Eradiate. The original AFOE was extremely important and influential to the mapping community, introducing a more robust storytelling structure as well as a solid main plot to a mapping video, and in the process created a popular subgenre, narrative mapping, known as Edge to most. So for us, remaking this series is very important, as it has been 6 years since the release of its first episode in 2016, and we want to do something more than just remastering its outdated graphics and animations. But it's not just that. The series itself had a huge impact on the community, and as such we have chosen to do some things in the very way we're working at this that we want to heavily impact the community with. So let's look at it further. We have 2 main points that we want to introduce. First up is remaking the series from the ground up, and second is innovating on the production itself.
As we mentioned, we aren't just remastering the series but remaking it from the ground up to be the best version it can be. This means we are working in a way to rework everything, by making the dialogue much more detailed and well written, to changing or removing events that make no sense. To do this, our main work will be on adding meaningful subplots that will grow the characters in meaningful ways and allow underrated ones to finally shine and have a sense in the plot, while keeping the very focus and the main plot of the series stronger than ever before. So far, during our pre-production phase, we've been highly brainstorming all sorts of ideas, and we truly want to do our best to make this the best way you can experience the series. But that's not everything. What ambitious project lacks of innovation?
Well, it's my time to shine, isn't it? Well, yeah, this is not just going to be like any other project in the mapping community, as it's very structurally different and we're applying a different approach to its production. First of all, addressing the elephant in the room. Well, the Eradiate's alternate future of Europe remake will be made by a united team of mappers that will work together on the entire series, releasing all of its episodes consistently in one single channel. It unites the various different skills that each member of the team has. For example, Perden is really strong in the narrative but lacks on the war slides action, and lacking that Donatsu can fulfill. In the meantime, Perden is really strong on the narrative side of things, so he's going to be able to do much more than Donatsu could do with that. As that example shows you, every single person on the team is important and has unique skills that can bring a lot to the project. And the way we're working at this also allows us to split the workload more efficiently, as well as being able to cover others while they're busy at something else, making it easier for overall for the mappers to work. It also helps by having a team to stimulate each other and to share their ideas and their creativity together, to have unique ideas that we can make together that wouldn't be otherwise have made. We're also making the entire series to be released in one single channel, in this case his Dynamos channel, as that will also drive more consistency and more effectively unite every mapper's viewer base that will expect every episode to come out in that single channel. But this is not all. We're also going to produce the entirety of season 1 prior to the release of the first episode. That is something that, as a team, it's very much achievable, and that will allow us to have a consistent release schedule by which the viewers will be able to expect each episode to consistently come up at a precise day of the week, as well as being able to work season by season will allow to have higher consistency in the quality of the entire plot. This is just a small introduction to the level of innovations we're bringing to the production of the mapping videos, as this level organization brings its own challenges and issues, but our final goal is to create a true mapping team that works together and produces videos together, combining everyone's skills to create something that, if divided, they never could. We're going to release a document on this called Mapping Tips into the Dynamos model of production in the future that will detail everything that you will need to know about how we're working on this. And that will hopefully allow the entire community to not just know about it, but to hopefully thrive with it and to have new takes on how we're producing mapping content. But now, what is Dynamos' role on all this? When the whole idea of the Eradiate remake was pitched by Perden to me, I was thinking that it would be a perfect way for us to create a mapping team going, but I needed to have a solid structure by which to secure this project and to allow it to thrive instead of collapsing into itself. And that was Dynamos. I will not talk about Dynamos for too long, as we do have an introduction video in the works, and it's going to come out in a few weeks. But its role is very important, as Dynamos is a group of multiple talented teams that come together with a shared branding and structure that can help them as well as help other teams to be more stable and more successful. It's something I worked for a long time, and so far it's working, so I also suggest joining our community hub server, in which we're going to make all of the future announcements regarding the Eradiate remake. So it's highly recommended for you to join. Where's the link? Please just click, like, come on, just click the link for the server. Seriously. Okay, I really hope you enjoyed this, and I hope you will enjoy the rest of the summer mapping list.